I think that there is a barter system which is hampering the growth of the old influencers.
Social media is fast changing. The need to be there on social media to be seen.
Is there any entry barrier to be an influencer? Because like right now you have
If you say no to a Barter collaboration, the agencies always move on to the next influencer.
what something people assume or feel wrong about influencer marketing. So this AI tool will tell that
There are apps where influencers do get paid for live streaming their day-to-day basis. Yes.
this video is for educational purposes. Viewers should use AI tool responsibly and in compliance with the relevant laws and platform rules. Misuse could lead to penalties. Note: Nipun Syal may receive affiliate commissions for some tools shown. Stay tuned. Happy learning. Welcome to a new episode of Growth Secrets with Mastermind Implementation with AI Hacks. So today we're gonna learn and implement how influencer marketing works, how to hire a right influencer, do the fake followings are trending, either we used value based reels or entertainment based reels, and in the last one implementation AI hack which we right now implement with you. So, welcome to a new podcast episode Growth Secrets with Mastermind Implementation with AI Hacks. So, today we have with us Ms. Akshita Duggal, founder of Brand Spotlight, majorly deals into influencer marketing. So, hi Akshita.
Nipun, thank you for having me here.
Okay, so my first question is what excites you to be an influencer?
So the world of social media is fast changing. The need to be there on social media to be seen, for your reels to go viral, for people to recognize you on the streets. Oh, she's the girl with the pink iPhone. But there's a thrill to it. There's a catch to it. So I think that's the best part about being an influencer.
Okay, great. Don't you think that there is a barter system which is hampering the growth of the old influencers in the market?
It's actually true, and it's because of the saturation of the influencers in the market. So, if you say no to a Barter collaboration, the agencies always move on to the next influencer because
Right.
they know that somebody will say yes. So, obviously, that has hampered the earnings of a lot of influencers. But I honestly believe that if you're strong, you firmly believe in your content, and you know that what you're doing deserves well to be paid, then you should always wait out on the right opportunities because they will pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the only problem like which I face is like, is there any entry barrier to be an influencer? Because like right now you have lots of influencers under you, but the what happened is day one, day two, you getting them exposure of good brands. Right now you're working with a very well versed brands, and then they will add them in their portfolio. And when they just reach around 50,000, 60,000 followers, and they just left you out and do their things directly. How you cope up with that?
So I don't think that's an issue because as I said, the market is saturated with influencers. Even if they move on to the next big thing and they're not building a relationship with you, there are so many other people who are waiting in the pipeline to get the spotlight. Yeah. So it's always a give and take of the influencers. Some people come, some people stay, some people move on to the next project. But what I believe is that generally 90% influencers have a very good relationship with agencies because they know that we are already handling 20 brands. So if I get them a project from one brand, there are very high chances that if they deliver good content to me, I will recommend to the other 19 brands as well. So it's a give and take with the influencers as well.
Yeah, very true. So that's my favorite question in the podcast. How excited you are to use AI in influencer marketing?
So Nipun, I'll be very honest. I have no idea how AI works or
Okay.
how it is going to impact the future of influencer marketing. But that's definitely food for thought because given the current situation with influencers, where we are not able to track influencers based on their niche, based on their engagement, on what our audience want, maybe AI can help us streamline the process of selecting the influencer based on their niches, selecting the influencers based on their engagement, or what will work best for our brands. Maybe we can customize a requirement and find the best influencers for our brand with the AI tools. And I think you will be able to help us better with that.
Right. And it might hurt you all, but I was looking for an influencer. Like I was reading somewhere, and I just document that thing also. There is an influencer that is like not a real person. She's from AI, and lots of big brands are giving them million of dollars to do the promotion of their ad.
AI
So
has already taken so many jobs. Then after this job also now.
so they are like not after, like they are just putting up a script and like some lovely faces, but the only thing is that they are also putting some values also. Like if the brands, why they are like hiring you, because they want some tractions.
Yes.
But there is one more challenge with that also. Like if I was running a cafe and I got flooded with the messages, okay, I am an influencer, just do this, I am an influencer, do this. So but the only challenge is like people come to our cafe, they eat, then they put up their story. They are not like, they are not putting up a stories. But then in that case we'll think that we are not getting a that much traction. So how to exactly map the results of influencer marketing? I just want to know.
So, you can always get an ROI from influencer marketing if you're using the right strategies.
Hmm.
So, first step is obviously identifying your own target audience. What is your target group? What is that the cafe needs at the moment? Do they need just content based reels, or do they need that everybody should know about their cafe? It should go viral. Are they serving anything new that actually deserves to go viral? What is the X factor about them? So we need to identify all these questions from the cafe. And then they should meet with our influencer list and identify which influencer will be the right fit to do this campaign with. That is another thing. So when you identify the right influencer, that influencer will bring you the traction that you want. Or why the cafe is not getting traction at the moment is because you're not identifying the right influencer for them. A parent blogger would not do very well with a cafe that operates in the night, a night cafe, or somebody who's open 24/7. But if you do the same campaign with college students, with a fashion profile, with maybe food, if they serve good food, you'll see better results. So it completely depends on your approach as well, and how you are identifying the right influencers for your brand.
And what's something people assume or feel wrong about influencer marketing? Like what are their assumptions sometimes?
So they assume that they only come for the free food or the free goodies that they are getting with that. So influencer marketing is not all about that. It's also a lot of hard work goes into editing, writing the content, creating the script, choosing it, posting it, being very regular with their content. So I honestly believe, given that I have been on this side, the influencer side as well, that influencers should definitely be paid for all this work. But yes, you should know which, again, the right influencer will always be worth their salt.
Right. And how do you use social media to engage with your audience?
So social media is the platform where the influencer is seen, where we are there. We are established ourselves as a brand, as an influencer. We speak to our audience via social media. So there are so many channels and there are so many platforms where you can do that, and it just needs to be the right fit for your audience. Like for me particularly, I started with food blogging, but ultimately my end goal was not food. I do love the hospitality industry from my heart, and I realized I loved traveling, and then travel to new places and trying the food there, and identifying new hidden spots there, just going beyond the tourist places. So my niche is very specific, co-travel. I would never ever do a meme reel on my page or something which is does not go very well with my audience, because I do that and I see the traction falls down immediately. On the other hand, when I'm giving them lists, when I'm giving them listicles, five places you must visit in Shimla, five places you must visit for hot chocolate in Chandigarh. The response I get on those reels is amazing. If I actually identified a hidden spot in Spiti, and that reel was trending for almost 6 months. We got millions in that reel. A hidden mummy in Gu village, a monastery in Spiti, very close to the China border. And I think when you bring out such content, it also adds value to your users who are engaging with you via that social media channel.
So that might be one more personal question regarding to the financials. Like, so are everything, like I have seen like lots of your reels and you are just keep on going anywhere like Goa, like sometimes you're in Spiti, sometimes you're in Kasoli. So are these are expenses has been done by you or it always gets sponsored?
So it completely depends again on your network, on your brand connections. So I like Goa was my last trip. I did go to Goa on my own expense, yes. But everything I've done the minute I set foot in Goa was sponsored by the brands. So
Okay.
you just need to be connected to the right people, identify the right reels, and it is not just limited to Goa. I went to Bali and I got collaborations in Bali as well. You just need to go back to old school way, emailing the people, finding out who the PR of the property is. What is it that you can offer to the person that adds value to their page as well as yours?
So what's the best medium? Like if I'm an influencer, I want to target some restaurant owners, or you can say like some decision maker of a company. So which is the best medium we can contact them?
So I personally believe LinkedIn works wonders, but sometimes you may not get a response. So if you need to go all out in meeting a person, you should go through Instagram DMs, through emails, and they should not be just random DMs. Hi, I want to collaborate. There should be a very specific way of addressing the person, getting the contact details, writing a proper email, and then trying to reach the concerned person. There's a whole ladder you need to climb.
Okay. And this question might hurt the influencers like who are watching our show. The question is like right now what I have seen is influencers are giving leverage, or you can say you can they are posting more content to the street side person, not the vendors who can't afford. Like somebody's coming into a Fortuner, somebody's coming into Mercedes, and they have a roadside trailer, and influencers are keep on promoting. The influencer are keep on promoting some couples also, but they majorly the person like they are not spending lots of the things on the cart, because the cart model is like as compared to the big brands, like they are spending lots of on their rental part, they have a big kitchens, they have lots of operation cost
Yes.
also. And on the other end, like the people who are like from well-to-do families are coming to the streets and just start showing that. I think like isn't it like you are just selling, the influencer are selling their emotional story, and there is nothing emotion there, we are just bragging it out. Okay, so she is in the street, she did PhD, he did PhD. So what are your views about that?
I think they are banking on that emotional aspect of it all. This is a publicity stunt, to be really honest with you, because such gimmicks will only last you or give you popularity for 6 months. What are you going to do after that? How consistent are you with your content? Are you always going to be relying on such emotional videos to go viral? Or are you actually going to spend time in creating quality content for your audience so they do not unfollow you? How are you approaching, or what is your approach towards your audience also matters, because these people may or may not be there after a while. So this gimmick will only give them popularity for a very short span of time.
And my next question is like sometimes what happen is like as a user, as an individual, as a business owner, we just see like okay from the Instagram, okay they having 10,000 followers, 15,000. We are into AI automation. We know that bots are how bots are working. But as an individual, like lots of our audience are as a business owners also, they don't know. But while hiring an influencer, like right now you have lots of influencers under you. So how you map out their results? Like how you will see that if somebody's coming with 25,000 followers and like while talking it just take our company to do like 2 minutes work to let the bots like that everything. But how as a business owner will see that are they fake or are they real? Is there anything how you will judge that?
I personally do a very manual checking towards the same, but maybe with AI tools we can, automate the whole process as well. So this is actually a trick which other business owners can also see. Whenever I want to work with an influencer, I always ask for their insights. So insights means the number of likes, the number of comments, the number of shares, and the number of saves. So if a post has likes in millions or the viewership in millions, and they just have 100 shares, so that is not possible, because if your video has gone viral, it is in millions, then the number of shares should also be proportionate to that. When my video went viral, when I got my first 1 million, the number of shares I had were close to 50,000 plus. And the
Okay.
number of people who had saved that video were up to 70,000. Your video will not go viral without such insights. So with the insights of a post, you can map out that how genuine a profile is, how genuine the engagement is, how genuine the creator is. Sometimes we hire influencers only for their content. We know that they may have less followers, they may not have such good engagement, but we know that their content is really good. So as they say in our industry, content is king. We do hire influencers on the basis of their content as well. So it completely depends on who the person is hiring.
Right now the Instagram algorithm is working like this. Earlier, like 2 years back, the one comment is equal to 30 likes.
Right.
So right now saves and shares are more into trending.
Yes.
Like if people are sharing it and people are saving it up, so that's again like when we create a content, like for some of our foreign clients overseas. Like I was working with a yoga trainer who's she's Coco Hayashi, and she's into Hollywood, and she's the official trainer of Kim Kardashian. So what we did, we were driving a campaign. So in that case, generally what we need to do is sometimes, like even big companies do like this, they just create a content which is quite shareable. They are not promoting anything at the back end. So it's just relate to their life, and people just start like, if I got that content, oh, I will share it to my friend. Or so just like the trendings, like we can say that there is a real, like they use the common words, like, so you can say like, who's gonna marriage next. So like there will be like, Rahul, what are you doing? So tag Rahul. So people start using the common names, and from that algorithm Instagram will think, okay, that which needs to be go to viral. So that, so what's your preference? Your preferences of value based or entertainment based?
I think both.
Okay.
Because as I just told you, we sometimes hire influencers also on the basis of their content.
Okay.
So and sometimes we do need the ROI out of it. So we hire influencers who we know short will give us the results that we want. So my preference would be both. So when we are running social media pages, that's how we monitor. We divide the content segments. Is it 80% based on our brand, 20% me? But there are some brands like Red Bull is the biggest example of them all. If you'll see their page, they are not promoting Red Bull. They're promoting everything and anything but Red Bull.
Similar with the Coke itself, like they are sharing happiness.
Yes.
Due डर
Yes.
के आगे जीत है. So that's, but the concept was like I was talking like, so some are value based where the audience will get immediate value, and some are entertainment based. But if we compare both, like if you get an example, like some girls are dancing and they are getting million of views. And even I can take a one of the influencer, that is she's Anjali, and she started from Kacha Badam, and people were talking like what she's doing, what she's mad, and now she bought a house of 4 crore in Mumbai.
Right.
So if you have a preference, you will give preference to value or you give preference to entertainment.
For me personally, I would still give value to value based and not entertainment, because as I said, this is very short timeline. She may have got the fame, she may have got the money, but am I going to remember her 10 years down the line? I may not. But I will remember content creators like Zingy Zest, like Anuna Sood, because they are very regular with their content. They are the people who keeps adding value.
Right, you are changing the life of people also.
Yes, absolutely. Because they have again divided their segment that okay, if they're going to do 50% paid collaborations, they're going to do 20% the content is going to be revolved around something which adds value to their users. Like Anune keeps doing a lot of giveaways, he keeps giving a lot of freebies to his followers. Whatever he always makes sure that his family, his Instagram family is a part of it, or his YouTube family is a part of it. For Zingy Zest, she covers a lot of street food. She covers a lot of people free out of goodwill also in a short span of time, where she does get paid collaborations as well. But she'll do this as well, and she has her own kitchen segment where she's giving out recipes as well. Three types of content that she's making because she knows that works well with her audience. So you need to know what your target audience is and what type of content they're expecting out of you.
Right, very well said. And is there any like I think on the Instagram, lots of other platforms, there is no barrier. And I think there is like my question to you is like, do you think that there should be a down the line that that's the part you can expose, and after it should not look like a vulgarity? And there I have seen lots of apps I can't name on that show, but they are giving like cash or money to the people who are just doing their day-to-day life tasks. So if they, I have seen some like, that's a generation Z, what they are doing is they are doing something and there is a camera on it and everything is recorded.
Yes.
And the later I think the whole aim was like, why anybody give you money while seeing you cooking and all? So isn't like they are very young and some are doing very well. That's my opinion. But again, like it will not like there should be a down the line. There will be a line to discriminate that. So how you are doing with that, Sukesh?
So we generally don't work on these such third-party apps. We always stick to the major social media platforms. Though you are absolutely right, there are apps where influencers do get paid for live streaming their day-to-day basis. Yes, that's true. But we prefer not to work with such apps. We prefer to stick to the major platforms, be it LinkedIn. You know, a lot of there are a lot of influencers on LinkedIn as well, and they put a lot of content based on their words. You know, LinkedIn is all about content. What are they writing? What is their story? What is their words add value to the people? That's why they're following them on LinkedIn. Same with Instagram, YouTube. We identify the major channels. We avoid working with people who are there on third party apps.
That's really great. And any collaboration which helps you out in building up your brand and their brand.
So see, as an influencer, I've got a lot of projects for my company also as a social media marketing company, because they've seen my work as an influencer. They know that I have an X number of following on Instagram. They know that if she manages to grow her page, if her page looks so well aesthetically done, then obviously she'll do good for our brand as well. Plus the brands you're working with, that's what I'm saying. You need to be very selective. If I'm getting paid from every brand in Chandigarh, I do not say yes to it. How no matter how lucrative the money is, there's a reason behind it. Because now I've worked with tourism boards, I have worked with Colors TV, Biocomedy, I have worked with Bumble, I've worked with a lot of big brands which are pan India. So I'm not limiting myself to just a local brand. I'm an influencer who has worked with brands all across India. And even I've done a lot of international collaborations as well, like with Singapore Tourism. So that is something which I can say very proudly that other people here have not done or ventured into. They're just limited to the small market. So think beyond the
Right.
box.
And if you are a restaurant owner or a local business, any page help you out. Like that's the first page come to your mind while doing some local branding because people always check the local pages. They are like, is there any page you can
You
recommend?
are absolutely right. So this trend was in Delhi, like so Delhi and everything was viral. In Chandigarh, I'm very proud to say that there are so many pages which have come up. Chandigarh Life is one of them, a media and infotainment page. So that page helps the users of Chandigarh, Tri-City, Punjab, Haryana, Shimla to get real-time information about Chandigarh. So let's say we have a fogging, which is a weather report by the meteorological department, and Chandigarh Life was already, yesterday I saw their page and they had already put up a story giving out a warning that okay, it's a yellow alert, dense fog is going to be there, so beware on from 9 to 11. And that story itself had so many shares because people got aware about it, that they're going to make long travel plans. This is the timeline when such information helps people. Yeah, they are adding value for their users when they are giving out recommendations about the events that are happening in Chandigarh, about news that are happening in Chandigarh. They are adding value based to their
Right.
customers.
And one thing I like about that page is like even I check that page a lot. Is like when you just start watching TV, the entire story is different. They just create a story like this, or there's something big happening in your city. Somebody will fire you up. Somebody will do that. And when you check their page, then they will show you the actual situation of a city.
Yes.
Then people will came to realize, okay, and somebody like my friend called me up, you are in Chandigarh, are you okay? Then I told what happened in Chandigarh. Then he said, I have seen in the media, there's lots of stuff going on. And then I just share that page and they see that's the reality.
Right.
So I think that pages are helping people a lot, like where to
Absolutely.
move, like where not to move,
This
lots
is
of
the
things.
power of social media.
Yeah.
This is the power of social media. And accurate information, accurate reporting is something which a lot of mainstream news is not following now. So these media pages, if you see, they are not your actual news, but people use them as a source of news nowadays. They rely more on the media pages. Exactly. Rather than the mainstream news.
So where did you find ideas for the like new in reels, new content? So from where you did you get an idea?
So ideating and brainstorming is a never ending process in social media. Every day you wake up, there is a new trend. There was a time when Deepika Padukone was trending after her famous or infamous Coffee with Karan episode. So, just pick up something that's trending, try to incorporate in your brands, try to incorporate how you can do it with your brands. That is something which we keep ideating. When we are creating concept shoots for the brands, we always brainstorm that, okay, what is it that the brand, or what is it that we can do outside the box. So these are some of the things that you have to constantly keep brainstorming, because ideas will come and go, new trends will come and go. You need to be updated. It's a 24-hour job.
Yeah, now new reels, like new audios are quite trending, and when you are putting some reels on a trending audio, it always give a boost.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you so much. And our last round is rapid fire round,
Okay.
where you need to answer in just 5 seconds the first thing you came into mind. You
Okay.
just need to select one, right? Are you ready for it?
Yes, let's go.
Okay. One word that describe your business.
Perfect.
Okay. Favorite hobby outside of work.
Ice skating.
Mountain or beach?
I've been born in the mountains, so I'll choose the beach.
Okay, so you are from mountains area, and that's why you
Yes.
last goes to Goa, right?
Yes, yes. And I've lived in Shimla all my life.
Okay.
So I woke up seeing the mountains.
Biggest inspiration.
That's absolutely going to be my bua, who is a lawyer and a very strong lady, and a lady who of her words, very strong in her professional sphere as well. And somebody I just look up to just because of her strength, the way she carries herself, the hold she has, the power she has, the way she's grown in her career.
So women praising women, first time I've seen in the show. So that's very good. Otherwise, always it's a backbiting stuff. Jokes apart, but
Yeah.
really appreciate. One skill you wish you had.
Honestly, dancing. I think I have two left feet and I just can't dance at all.
So you feel envy like when people start dancing and getting money, and they're getting like they're just doing this like as a influencer. So sometimes you feel envy. Oh yeah, if I know that skill, that will be again adding 1 million more reels views in my story.
You
Yeah.
have read my mind very correctly. I don't know how. Because I do see that when we are creating content with other content creators, they'll just very casually slip into a dancing thing and the background is there and I think, oh, I'm a travel blogger. Oh, I cannot dance. I cannot do this. What am I going to do? Am I going to dance in the middle of the road? No. So that's something which I just can't.
Okay. And favorite app on your phone?
It's definitely Instagram. I'm
Okay.
24/7 on
So
Instagram.
favorite social media platform be again will be Instagram. Okay.
Absolutely.
Last song you listen to?
Softly by Karan Aujla. I'm a very big Punjabi fan.
Yeah, even we love Punjabi music a
Yeah.
lot. Okay, favorite subject in school?
It was biology.
Okay. Favorite podcast slash series?
My favorite series is definitely Suits.
Okay.
And I always wanted to be a lawyer, and I absolutely loved that. And after that, Suits, I liked the Lincoln Lawyer again. A very
So you
good
are
series.
selecting now too. So like it's good like you like series, but
Yeah.
whenever somebody asks you which is your favorite podcast, don't forget Growth Secrets with Mastermind, Implementation with AI Hacks.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Akshita, so much for joining our show. Maybe we'll create something out of it and try to give value to the audience.
Thank
you
you
for
so
spending.
much. Thank you, Nipun. Thank you so much for having me. Absolutely right. There are apps where influencers do get paid for live streaming their day-to-day basis. Yes, that's true. Same with Instagram, YouTube. We identify the major channels. We avoid working with people who are there on third-party apps.
So why I stop relying on just followers number on influencer marketing? Because right now everybody is an influencer, and the people who want business get attracted by the number of followers. So does the number of followers really matter or the engagement really matter? Yes, engagement, because we want business from there, or generally we want awareness of our brand from that influencer marketing. But how to find that this influencer is legitimate or not? So this AI tool will tell that how much are the fake followers and how much are the organic followers or inactive followers or fake followers in the profile. So let's try this AI hack. So we need to go to this site and enter a username to check that. So generally if I go over here, search, and I will search with the hashtag influencer. So the person who put a hashtag of influencer will get. So these people are influencers. Check some big followers. Yeah, this one looks good. So don't get on this, because this one is another tool. I will talk about this in some. So I will put her username. Hey, it's ATAY. Okay, digital creator, hot philosopher. Okay, news video. That is a random profile. I haven't checked it, so don't get me wrong on this. And whenever you are hiring some influencer, always check it from here that how much engagement they are getting. And like if lots of followers are fake, so we'll not get any business from there. So it will take some time. So 10 score, 36.5 was the real followers, inactive was 0, and engagement it is pretty high. And we'll moving back to this. Okay, let me check how many followers. 80,000 followers. So let me check it again. And she's having blue tick also, and you know the process of blue tick, it might be legitimate or not. We'll see it over here. Okay, good. She's also having a very good following, and again the score is good, inactive is good. So let's try. So let's try Hormozy. That is Alex Hormozy is my one of the favorite, you can say, influencers and marketer. So let's try his ID, because he's having lots of following. There might be some inactive followers in his ID. Yes. So now scores are exceptional. These are like big influencers. Score is 9.5. Engagement rate is 1.4. That is pretty good, more than 1%. 2.13 million followers, and around 1 lakh are inactive followers. So inactive means, that doesn't mean that they all are fake, but these are the like people who are not very active on Instagram. They just created ID, or there might be some bots who created that ID. But still this guy is having lots of following, because he gives lots of value. As your followers increase, your inactive followers also increase. But sometimes you think that there is 20,000 followers, and in that case engagement it is less, and even the followers are fake. Then so let's try. We have heard of the page Chandigarh Life, so let's try with the Indian one. And Akshita also told me, and I knew also, like these are the local followers of Tri-City brands, where they give updates of Tri-City, like what's happening in the town. And these are the followers, like these are the platforms which are very best for the local businesses, because local business always buy from local people. So we are not going to UK to buy that products. So that's how it works. So 5.7C, it's showing 5.7. 24.5 thousand real followers, 18,000 inactive. That might be like maybe a bot, or that might be also a case where people are not very active, so they just follow due to the name of Chandigarh and they are not engaging. But see, the engagement rate is high. So 8.42% is the engagement rate. We need to always check the engagement rate, because if you want business and awareness, the engagement rate is the first stuff which all influencers are doing. What they are doing is, there is also a hack. They always tell you to just comment book, just comment free, just comment chat GPT. In my upcoming episodes I will tell you how to automate that stuff also. When you comment something, you will get an engagement. 3.6 thousand average like, comments are good. So always check the engagement. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. They have already having a good following of 43,000, but it doesn't matter how much engagement followers they have. It's all depend upon the engagement. And here we found Akshita also. Himachal Pradesh first Starbucks is now open. 8,000 likes. Right? So stay tuned for our next episode. We keep on doing that. How you'll find out this AI hack, let me know in the comments. Thank you. So what made you to start social entrepreneurship? What exactly it is social entrepreneurship?
So social entrepreneurship is mostly about impacting, having great visions, making change in the society.
So how do you balance your personal life while working in the business?
We usually think that it's very difficult to work with government, official. We somewhere have this kind of a mindset.
We are like private guys and we have that Amazon AWS servers. For that they taken 15 days to take approval. So let's try this AI hack.
There is no right and wrong in the world, so do not judge people for what they do.